everyone, it is Crystal with Pineapple Papers, and I am back with the fourth layout share for my layouts that I did in the past year prior to starting the process videos. So I think I have this one and probably one more. So I hope you're enjoying these. I know I love layout shares because it's a quick way to get some inspiration. So this one, I must have pulled out a bunch of old pictures or something. So this one is from my daughter from 2009 at the lake. And this was a super old piece of paper. And then I just stitched down at the bottom. And some of these embellishments are from We Are Memory Keepers Flower Girl. Now this is probably the simplest layout I think I've ever done. There's no mixed media, there's no splatters. And I didn't even have fringe scissors at the time, so I did all of these by hand. So just 4 pieces of paper, fringed the bottom, added a title, and then I matted my picture on some white cardstock, doily, and some foam. And I actually really love it. That's not my typical style, but super pretty. And then here's another cute one of my daughter sleeping. Big wood veneer button, and I just added some twine in there. And then this is all just a paper pad, small doily, and I love these resin flowers. I have a whole container of them. Thank you to Inky Quill to show me what those were so that I could go buy them. Okay, so this was when my husband and my son went to Supercross in January. So they are so good. They saved me a ticket because they knew I would scrapbook it, and they at least took one picture for me so that I could document this trip for them because I wasn't there. I think I had to work. So this buttons and I think this wood piece I got from convention last year. They had this whole booth and it was just all wood veneer pieces, and I really miss them this year because I did get a bunch. So we went to Disneyland in January, and we always have all kinds of fun putting on the hat. So my husband put on this like fuzzy hat, so I made him take a picture, and I do love this yellow and gray combination. So there's that one. And this one is of my daughter with her big corn dog at one of the downtown square items. These are from my story from Mind's Eye. This is a piece of acetate. I don't know where that's from. Some cork embellishments. And then I don't know where the dog comes in, but it matched with the paper. And I did add some lime green Heidi Swap color shine to the back of that as well. So that ties him in. And then this is a picture of my daughter trying to surf in Oceanside. So I had this super old card that says 100% Surfer Girl. So I used this as my inspiration prior to starting the page. So I pulled all of the colors from here. So that's where I got the paper, the embellishments, and then the 2 colors of mist that I used, and then I just added some modeling paste for a little extra texture. So this super cute old pictures that I had, this is my best friend's oldest, and then my oldest. They're only a couple months apart, and they were having fun. They were 3, so did some corner folding and some banners up on some foam dots. Another old picture of my son and my husband and his dad canoeing at the lake. And obviously I have no idea what year that was because it says 2000 and something. So I guess I better figure that out before I put that in an album. This is my son at our Sedona last year, that trip. And he sometimes is good about giving me pictures, but sometimes not. And so I felt like I needed to document the fact that he doesn't always turn and smile for me. And look, I even have some journaling, which is amazing. So yeah, lots of smushing technique and lots of ephemera. This one was a labor of love. So I made this heart, and like I said, I didn't have fringe scissors yet. And so all of these were cut by hand. I cut the heart, everything was taped down. And so I wanted that to be the focal point, and I found this picture of my husband and daughter long time ago. And I thought that was perfect. Just a little bit on the side. I use this acetate piece so you can still see the background heart. And that was fun to do while I was watching TV, was fringing everything there. So this one, I'm not very good with titles, but I wanted to use That Country Song I Hope You Dance as my title, and these are leftover fringing that I did. Sewed on some tissue paper and some acetate and just some Heidi Swap Gold Color Shine, and I need to get a date on that one. So this is one of those memories that you need to document. This is my mom, and this was her jacket, and then this is me in that same jacket, and then she put my daughter in that jacket. So this one is called Oma's Coat, and I think it's pretty special that we have pictures of everybody in it. So lots of sewing, lots of little pieces of scraps of paper, and the story is definitely the most important, but I do love the look of this one. So we went to the Science Museum one year, and it was just funny. It says, what do climate models say about future global warming? And then my son goes up there and he says, I'm so hot, I started global warming, which is hilarious. So I'm like, I have to document that, and I have to try and remember it because, kid, you are hilarious. So this one was a scrap lift from Pinterest, and I don't remember who it was, but it's just some ombre watercolors, a funny picture of my son and my best friend's son hanging out around the toilet. Why we decided to take that picture, I don't know, but it was funny. This is when I added, I think these are my first sequins on a page ever, and it's super simple, but I feel like it's really impactful. And my son would kill me if he knew that I scrapbooked this picture or even took it. We had a bunch of frogs at our old house, and they were in like the sprinkler system, and he was outside in his underwear looking in there, and I totally took his picture. And then I made this fun like shaker pocket out of a 12 by 12 piece of acetate and some sequins. So I love how that looks. He probably doesn't, but I do. And then this is just a very simple layout using several pieces of paper and my sewing machine. This was when we were up at my grandma and grandpa's house in 2009, but it was just a cute picture of him, and the colors were so pretty and matched the paper. I had to scrap it. So the next is Christmas, and you can see kind of what I did as far as these are just acetate pieces. I did some stenciling on the back, and there's really only 2 pieces of paper. Not my favorite, but the pictures are. So this is us getting the tree ready. These were a bunch of rub-ons that I put on white paper and then just fussy cut out. And I love a picture of my husband putting on the tree topper. So I always do a layout of our Christmas card because I think it's important to kind of see. So this is our Christmas card from 2016, and then we had taken a bunch of pictures, so this was one of the ones we didn't use, but I liked it as well. My daughter's not so happy I'm taking her picture, but this is actually them making a list, and I have had this metal piece forever, and I love that I actually got to use it. So they're writing their list to Santa, and that's more of that, I guess, flocked paper. So this is a 2-page layout. This is my son before he went to the Christmas dance, and he looked so handsome. He wanted his bow tie, so I found this matching bow here, and then a wood veneer piece for his first name. And then here are his buddies, same dance, and they all did the bow tie thing. So they had a dance at 6, and then they had a hat party afterwards. So that is how that's documented. And then this is, we have a light parade every year. We here in Prescott are considered the Christmas city, so there's always Christmassy stuff going on. So this is the light parade, and this is my niece, and it was actually her first light parade, so I was glad that we got to kind of show her that. This is a wood piece, and I just added some clear stickers on it to make it kind of look like an ornament. So this is when we picked out our tree, and we always buy it from the Lions Club because we try to support them. Well, this past year I thought, okay, I'm gonna go get hot chocolate and chai tea and coffee, and we're gonna drink it, and we're gonna go pick out our tree. So I stopped and got that. My husband was there. When we got there, there was like, I don't know, 5 trees left. So it was like 2 seconds. So I gave everybody their drinks. I took their picture. We loaded up the tree, and we were done. So that's kind of how that one turned out. Now we do Christmas Eve at with my side of the family. So it was at Nana's this year, and I just did this grid layout of a couple pictures of opening presents and that type of thing. And I have these fabric buttons that are so pretty. They actually are brads, so I was happy to get some of those on the page. Now, this is just a funny picture of my daughter. She got a hold of my camera or my phone and decided to start taking selfies, which I guess is what girls do. Even my goddaughter does it. And she had my sunglasses on to top it off. So I had these puffy stickers from Walmart, and they were sunglasses, and I love those. And I love this background paper, and I didn't even do anything to it. That's just the way it came. And then these little rhinestones are super old too. They were from when I was a part of the TLC company, which has been gone for a long time. Now, my best friend gave me her gypsy. And so this was my first attempt to make my own cut file and then back it, which was labor intensive, but I love how it turned out. And so I had the 6x6 pad, and it matched the color of my daughter's shirt. And so, yeah, that's how that one turns out. That was kind of her when she was missing her 2 front teeth. This one is Father's Day. And no, this is just when we went golfing. The kids like to golf with their dad. I drive the golf cart. So little cork embellishments, little tags. So that's how that one is. And then this is a cute one of my son, and we're with a friend, and she has a little girl, and she insisted that Lucas hold her hand, and he was super sweet to do that. So I titled it Hold My Hand. And this was a little bright, so I just added some gesso to tone it down. So I'll see you in the next layout share. Bye!